How's it going, Cocky? Welcome back to NHL 20. We are chasing a dynasty here. We are trying to go for 3 out of 4 years with a Stanley Cup final loss in there too. So we've already had a great run, right? 3 straight Stanley Cup finals, 2 wins, a back-to-back, and then a heartbreaking loss to Chicago last year. But check out this playoff bracket. Chicago did not make it. They did not qualify for the playoffs in the West. We got Colorado, Minnesota, Winnipeg, Vancouver. I know that Sportsnet's happy there because it means that there is guaranteed a Canadian team going to the second round. So that's good for them. Good for the TV broadcasters. We got kind of a Sunbelt battle out there. Anaheim, Vegas, not Vancouver. Anaheim, Vegas. Then San Jose, Edmonton. The rematch, I guess, of the 20... I mean, it was like 8 years ago at this point in the game. But the like Game 7... what was it, 2018 playoffs? Whenever it was, Edmonton made it to the second round. That was a rematch of that first round series. Over here in the East, we got Philly, New York, classic battle. Capitals, Blue Jackets. The Capitals, I guess, I don't know what they've really got going on, but they have Evgeny Malkin, and he scores like exclusively goals. Is all he does now is he's just a goal scorer. He's become Alexander Ovechkin at 37 years old or 38 years old or whatever he is. Tampa, Toronto. That one's going to be fun. High flying offense. That would be a fun series to watch. Hopefully we get that in real life. Hopefully the playoffs come back and we can watch Tampa Toronto this year after this whole pandemic thing's over with. And then down here we got Ottawa Buffalo. We are clearly the best team in the NHL. I checked our stats. We have the third best power play in the league after Winnipeg and San Jose. We have the best penalty kill. We gave up the fewest amount of goals in the entire NHL. We scored the second highest amount of goals after San Jose. San Jose apparently scores goals. But our problem is we kind of did we peak too early, right? Is our question. We're coming into the playoffs 4-6 in our last 10, which that's disappointing. And that's 4-6-0, not even overtime points in that. So can we turn it on? Can we flip the switch? Is a veteran guy like Jake Muzzin, who's a Stanley Cup champion in his own right, but is he our old guy? Is he going to help us with his poise or whatever fake stats they have that come up with? I don't know. So let's go ahead. We'll find out. Eichel's got some hardware this year, some much-deserved hardware to make up for his Art Ross from a couple years ago. Eichel, by the way, I was looking at the career stats for these guys. Jeff Skinner he's 37 goals away from 500 in his career in the sim. Jack Eichel's almost 400. He's 10 goals away from 400. And Eichel's he's 150 points. He's got 850 points. So he's 150 away from 1,000 points, and he's only 28. And there are no injuries in this game. So the first game, I'll do it after this game. I'm sorry. We'll do the first game. Ottawa, Anthony Duclair scores on Igor Shesterkin with 17 minutes left in the first period of game 1. After this, I will check the lineups. I'm sorry. I forgot. I got distracted looking at or talking about statistics. Oh, well. Hey, Frankie Vetrano, baby. Let's go. All right. So we're out shooting Ottawa pretty well. Can't really complain. God, I can complain about that. Oh, baby, though. Jack Eichel scores to tie it after J.G. Pageau scores. Frederick Gustafsson? Or is that I'm assuming that's a different Gustafsson. Is Frederick Gustafsson I made up a person. I'm pretty sure this is a new goalie. He's like a made-up prospect. We are out shooting Ottawa to hell, but their goalie is out playing Igor. But we have a little ace up our sleeve. We could always go, if we're really disappointed in Igor, we could always go to Tucker Tynan, is the possibility. I don't want to have to do it, but if I've got to, I've got to, all right? What are we doing here in the third? Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Let's go. Sorry, I'm screaming. Let's bring the volume down. This is going to go to overtime, isn't it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hate overtime. I hate overtime. All right, overtime. We are out shooting them to hell. The Buffalo Sabres have won. Henry Yokoharu from the point. I'm assuming it was a bomb from the point. We outshot them 46-24. Freaking Gustafson. What's his name? I mean, it doesn't say. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? He wasn't a star. Doesn't even say the first name. I don't care. Eichel with a goal. Whatever. That was amazing. All right, now I got to check the teams. Hold on. Okay, so the Ottawa Senators, I meant to do this before, but I forgot. I'm sorry. I try and do it before the first game, but we're going to do it after the first game. So their first line in Ottawa is Anthony Mantha, Colin White, Connor Brown. That's a pretty decent line, but like that line would be our second line. Like, let's not kid ourselves here. This kid, Edwin Piero Zabato, I'm assuming he's a rookie. No, he's 21. He's on his 4th NHL season, so he must have been a really high draft pick. When was he drafted? Oh, no, I can't. 3rd overall in 2021. Okay. So he's their big guy, and he's not even done growing yet. I mean, he's only 21. He's already an 87 overall. So he's their Roddy. Except Roddy's like less of an integral part of our team. I can't talk today. J.G. Peugeot, Jean-Gabriel Peugeot, Brady Tkachuk. I mean, that's a pretty good second line. I mean, this is a good first line and a good second line. Not maybe as high on the first line, but that second line's a good second line. Vitaly Abramov, Logan Brown. They got the Brown boys in there. I know they're not related at all. I don't think they're related. There's no way Logan Brown and Connor Brown are like brothers. Not with the 6 inches of height difference. Vinny Hinostroza. They've got their own Italian dude, just like the most like gangster name ever. Like he sounds like a mafioso. Vinny Hinostroza. We've got Frankie Vetrano. We're going to see which family here works this out better. Then they've got like the fastest player in the NHL, Alex Formenton. Oh, he's not that fast in the game. I'm pretty sure Alex Formenton, however you say it, he's like super fast in real life, but I guess it doesn't translate to the game. Chris Tierney, 4th line center. Chris Tierney's 30 in 6 years, so that means like Chris Tierney's only like 24 now. Chris Tierney feels like a guy who's been around forever. I guess he hasn't though. And then Anthony Duclair, 4th line right wing, making $4.5 million. I mean, he did score a goal. Oh, damn it. Hold on. And then their decor. Their decor is looking a little rough. So they have Thomas Chabot, who's elite, amazing player. They have Eric Brandstrom, who's great. Eric Brandstrom, I was going to say, in past NHLs, Eric Brandstrom was like, he never really would grow to be like a super high overall, but the dude just put up points like it was nothing. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I guess he puts up like the same amount of points as Montour in them. I don't know. Jacob Bryson, who was a Sabre, who played, never really played here. We traded him immediately. He was part of we signed him and then traded him to Ottawa in some deal. I forget what it was. Like Rasmus Ristolainen and Jacob Bryson for something. I don't know. So I guess that's worked out for him. And Jake McCabe, still got Jake McCabe, who I almost traded for, but I'm like an 81 overall. Like he doesn't really actually provide anything I'm looking for. I don't know. I liked the veteran presence of Muzzin, and plus Muzzin is like actually a top 4 defenseman. I think he's actually quite good. He's just aging out. And then they have Rasmus Anderson and Braden Schneider, who I've never heard of. He's 23, drafted in 2020, the 26th overall pick. Okay. All right, and then here's the thing. What's up with their goalie? Philip Gustafson. That's the dude's name, so he is real. Yeah, Philip Gustafson is drafted by Pittsburgh. Hasn't he played for Ottawa? No, okay, he's been playing for Belleville. Okay, so he was playing for some other team, I guess. Yeah, some AHL team that doesn't exist anymore as of this year. So yeah, the 18-19 season he played. So he's a real player. And he was drafted in 2016. So he's 26 years old. He's got 28 wins each of the last 2 years, but he's not a 900 goalie. I mean, that might be playing on a bad team. I don't know. I mean, he's got a 934 in one game so far. He outplayed Shesterkin last game. And then they have Alexander Nedeljkovic, whatever, in the backup spot. Okay, so we can work with this. I think we should easily beat Ottawa. But I said that about Chicago last year, and what happened? Freaking Rob Cedar, whatever his name is, Dick Cedar, just absolutely mowed us down. Like the Buffalo Sabres just mowed down in that first period. They mowed down the Ottawa Senators. Holy shit. 5-goal first period. Jeff Skinner with 2. Casey Middlestat with 2. Oliver Bjorkstrand with 1 to give them a 5-goal lead. We're going to go ahead and send the second period, and we pick up another 2 goals. Casey Middlestat completes the hat trick. Brock Besser gets his first playoff goal as a Sabre, but Vinny Hinostroza puts him on the board, but it doesn't really matter. Let's get through this third period quick. Out shooting them by double. Philip Gustafsson has fallen off a cliff. I'm surprised they haven't pulled him. They did pull him. Chris Tierney scores on Shesterkin. That's fine. It's a shorty too. Whatever. Can't be giving that stuff up in close games, but if we're up by 6, I'm not going to complain too much. So hold on a second here. So they had Gustafsson in net. Follow this storyline. Gustafsson gives up 5 goals in the first period. And then they, I guess, pull him and put Nedeljkovic in there. And then Bezer scores on Nedeljkovic 2.5 minutes into the period. And I guess they pulled Nedeljkovic and put Gustafsson back in, but then Middlestat gets the hat trick on Gustafsson. That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, so our special teams were not great. Our power play gave up a shorty, and our penalty kill gave up a power play goal. So whatever. We're still out shooting them to hell. We're up 2-0. I'm not going to complain that much about that. So Casey Middlestat had a 6-point night. He scored 3 goals and I guess 3 assists. Something like that. I don't know. He probably had an assist in one of the first ones. All right, so game 3. Here we go. First period, the Sabres lead 2-1 after the first. First time all series that the shots have been tied after a period, though, I believe. Brock Besser, or actually Eichel starts it out a minute into the game, essentially, minute 13. Eric Brandstrom ties it, but Brock Besser puts one past Gustafsson. Look at Eichel scoring from below the hash marks. And then Shesterkin just giving up goals from the half wall. Okay, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead and get through. We'll do this second period at 8 times. Not much is happening. Taking a lot of penalties this series, I guess. I guess it's not that bad. We're just taking them when I see them. Cale Fleury puts one past Eric Gustafsson from the middle of the ice. Hold on. Wait, did he win a faceoff? Yeah, because he must have won a faceoff, or not Fleury, but whoever was on, Eichel or somebody, must have won a faceoff, passed it back to him. He chips it in, just dumping it into the area, and it went on net and into the net. Wow, absolutely amazing. Jeff Skinner scores again. What are you going to do? Stop Jeff Skinner? Jake Muzzin. Let's go, son. Jake Muzzin. I'm so happy. That makes it all worth it. That was a smart trade now. It was like a first rounder for a 35-year-old, but whatever. We needed some inspiration. That's what we lacked last year. Frank Vetrano, Brandon Montour add to it. We are up by 6 goals. Again, we are up by 7. Cale Fleury with his second of the game. That's what we lacked. The Sabres, they had all the talent last year, but they lacked inspiration. And then now they've got it with friggin' Jake Muzzin, the old guy. And so the Ottawa Senators are down 3-0 after a 2 trouncings. They have been blown out twice. So can the Sabres close the series in 4 games? Or will this require more than 4. Will we come back to Buffalo? Hopefully we don't have to come back to Buffalo. Jake Muzzin with a shorthanded goal. And then Eric Brandstrom on a power play. So that's kind of a bummer. Okay, they're out shooting us now. I don't like that. So let's go ahead and get this second period going since it's close. We'll do 8 times sim. Oh, man. Okay, we're catching up to him in shots, but I don't like it. I don't like taking power plays or penalty kills. I don't like taking penalties is what I'm trying to say. Oh, man. What are we doing? Oh, baby. Oliver Bjorkstrand after a rough season. I mean, a terrible, really, regular season, especially considering the talent he was playing with and how well they did. He comes through, though. Comes through in the playoffs. Connor Brown, first line. I mean, he is a first-line right winger. He's an 87 overall. I mean, he's almost, like, he's a star. You're not going to hold him down forever. All right, you're not going to just get out of a series without him scoring anything. But Jack Eichel, Captain Jack, Captain Clutch, again with the series-clinching goal with 2:22 left in the third period to seal the fate of the Ottawa Senators. The only game that they outshot us, and that is, oh, baby. So that's what, 2 3-2 victories over Ottawa, and then 2 blowouts. So a couple close ones, a couple blowouts. The one was overtime. That was us getting our shit together. That was us getting back into gear. We were coasting the last little bit of the season. But then we get in the playoffs. We play against Ottawa. We see, oh shit, there's other hockey teams and they're good. Just because they're last, or just because they were like the last team to make it in the East, doesn't mean that they're terrible. They got talent. They can surprise people. But it took that, and then we just ran with it. Oh man, what a showing. 8-1. Friggin', we got Casey Middlestat hat tricks. We got everything here. This is craziness. So our AHL team is playing the Laval Rocket. I'm not going to worry about that. I just was wondering who they were playing. I guess I should check this playoff standings, the playoff bracket. So we've swept our series. The Winnipeg Jets have swept theirs over Vancouver. Pretty much every series is, well, okay. So the Leafs and the Leafs are up 3-0 over Tampa. So we're probably gonna have to face Toronto in the second round, which that's fine. We've faced Toronto a couple times, so we've been doing pretty well against them. The Capitals looking like they can clinch over Columbus. And then every other series is pretty even, or not, is really too early to tell. They've only played 3 games. So we're going to go ahead and sim the day, I guess. I don't know. Screw it. Let's sim up to this next thing here. All right, we're not going to sim the game. We're just going to go past it one day at a time until we have NHL playoffs. Again, because it's going to take a while. Okay, so we've won 2 games. Can we win the series? Yes. Okay, so the Rochester Americans win the series over the Laval Rocket in 4 games. We got some Game 7s going on. Of course we have some Game 7s. Of course we sweep, and then we've got Game 7s. Okay, so we are playing Toronto. There's a Game 7 between Philly and New York, but that's a badass series. Those teams are probably pretty evenly matched. I mean, if they're going 7 games. So I bet that's fun to watch. And then whoever wins that Game 7 will play Washington, and then Colorado will play Winnipeg, and then Edmonton beat San Jose in 6. Okay, and then we got a Game 7 in the West too for Vegas and Anaheim. So let's just get through it. I guess those games are probably tonight, probably the same day. So let's just sim the day. Yep, the round is over. So Vegas won in the West, and Philly won Game 7 in the East. And your Buffalo Sabres are going to play the Toronto Maple Leafs. So let's check their team. We're pretty familiar with them, but let's just see what's up, see what's changed. So they got Christian Fisher, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, Jeremy Bracco. Jeremy Bracco, that's a good player. John Tavares, C.J. Smith. So they're a little weak on the right side. Then they got Erod. They got Nick Robertson, noted defenseman Nick Robertson. Don't know why they got him playing at center. What are you doing, EA Sports? Michael Frolik, Marco Dano. Man, Marco Dano. Been a while since I've heard that name. Henrik Borgstrom. Sorry, Henrik Borgstrom, not Bjorkstrom. And Jerome Jouet. I don't know how you say it. Don't get mad at me. On defense, we got Riley, Sandin, Barry, Dermott, DeMello, and Savard. Nothing really to write home about in this team, I'm not going to lie. And Freddie Anderson. Freddie Anderson's fallen off. He's 35 years old. Wait, is that... Hold on. They got him back? They got 36-year-old Jonathan Bernier as their backup? Man, the Leafs are tripping, son. What are you guys doing? So they got like a really good first line. I bet they put up a ton of points, but behind that, I mean, Tavares is 34. He's fallen off. I mean, this is like the death knell of this era of Leafs, really. I mean, because Tavares is gone, then you've basically, like, when he falls off, you basically got like Jeremy Bracco and Nick Robertson as your centers behind Matthews, and then you don't have any wingers other than Marner. And Christian Fisher's good, but he's a second line guy. He's not. I mean, he would be good if he were playing second line minutes, right? Like, he's not good enough to be taking up those first line minutes. Not compared to our guys. And then their decor just falls off a cliff after the first. I mean, Barry's a good, stopgap. Sandin's pretty decent. Like, those guys are a good second pairing, probably, Sandin and Barry. But Sandin's having to play. So it sounds like they just don't have the top-end talent, and they've got kind of guys who would be really good, like, support players having to play, first-line minutes. That's not... that's what happens when teams get older and they lose players, and Toronto never really had a great decor. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Simulate game one. We are going to go ahead and go through the first period of game one, and the Toronto Maple Leafs take a lead. Hey, you can't count any team out. You can't count them out. So we are down by one. Brock Besser got a power play goal, bring us back within one. But Borgstrom, I keep calling him Bjorkstrom for some reason. No idea. Austin Matthews and Borgstrom. Austin Matthews or Borgstrom. God damn. There's no J in his name, man. There's no J. Yeah, he scored a wraparound, I guess, or from behind the net. He flipped it over the net. I don't know what happened there. Shesterkin. Matthews. Yeah, what are you going to do? All right, let's just get through the second period. We are out shooting them. Brock Besser did score a timely goal. I got to appreciate that from Besser. So, especially because we got to re-sign. If we want to keep him, we got to re-sign him. But we also got to deal with our decor. I mean, Montour's on his last year. Like, this is kind of a big year. So this is why we went out. We got Jake Muzzin. We got, shored up that decor. We've already got a great forward core. Our goalies are good. Sam Reinhart is great. Not just good. Great. I love the kid. Nick Robertson puts him back on the lead, though. The Sabres get a power play late. Or, I guess midway through the period. Oh, man. Come on. We can't just die like this. No. Come on. All right. So we had the old Besser, Reinhardt. Our right wingers came through. Yep. Whatever I was talking about signing players, it doesn't really matter. We got players coming up. Oh, yeah. We're chasing a dynasty. This is the big year. Right, this is the year before we have to re-sign people and money will run tight. Probably gonna have to get rid of Bjorkstrand after he. That's probably why I keep calling Henrik Bjorkstrom is because of Oliver Bjorkstrand. So the Toronto Maple Leafs get a goal. Austin Matthews, dude, this freaking guy. You just can't win with this Matthews kid. A 5-on-3 power play, nothing. Didn't. Oh my goodness gracious, what are we doing here, boys? We gotta pick it up. They've already come. They've taken home ice advantage away from us. All right, Jeff Skinner. Let's go. Veteran presence. Right. So the second period ends with a tie. The Sabres take a take a penalty. Toronto had that power play, didn't do anything. CJ Smith on Shesterkin. And then that guy that I'm not even going to try and yell his name. Oh, no. No. Shesterkin. Do I try Tucker Tynan? Do I try Tucker Tynan? What do I do? What do I do? We can't go down 3-0 in the series. We just cannot afford to do that. Roddy has 7 assists. Bezer's got 3 goals. I mean, who's minus here? Is it the fourth line? Nick Suzuki is -2. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put in Michael Dowcall because he likes big moments, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to move him up to the third line, and we're going to put Bjorkstrand down on the fourth. Just trying stuff, okay? Just trying things. Maybe he'll make that fourth line play better. See, Muzzin's +10. Muzzin and Fleury are +10 and 9 in the playoffs. Wow. That is what I was looking for right there. Okay, so Shesterkin's still a 921. So I can't complain about Shesterkin. Okay, we just got to go for it. I mean, he's given up 3 goals in each game. I mean, it's not like he's having big blowouts. They're shooting us pretty even too. All the other series seem to be 2-0 as well. So first period, new lineup. Borgstrom and Rodriguez. No. All right, second period. No. God, please. Down 5-1 against freaking Toronto. I don't even want to see it. I don't even want to see it. 6-3. I don't care. It's time for changes. It's time for change. It's time for change. Okay. That's it. Shesterkin's going on the back burner. We got to put Tucker Tynan in. It's time to do crazy shit. All right, so Reinhart. Okay, so Dowcall wasn't even the problem there. Man, I don't even know what to do. We can't really call up Alberts or any of those people. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about we're not going to call anybody up. We have to have our own help here. Okay, we're going to put Suzuki back in, but we're going to put him on that third line. I don't know. This fourth line's just not performing. The third line's not performing. None of the lines are performing. We're going to put Eichel, Skinner, Reinhart together, and then Roddy, Middlestat, Bezer. I don't know if that's going to work at all, but if it... I mean, what do we have left to lose, right? I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Down 3-0. That's just a freaking embarrassment is what that is. All right. Okay, Matthews and Robertson jump out, get big goals. Vetrano and Bezer score. All right, second period. Oh, fuck. I've never been more disappointed in my life. At least not with NHL. I've never been more disappointed.